I am now in Murino. Welcome to join my episode where I explore the other city right next to St. Petersburg at Murino. Here's the city line actually. On the right side, St. Petersburg, and on the left, it's Murino. Walking on the alley of Mendeleev, enjoying the Murino. Check out a little bit on the side here. Shops everywhere, beer, coffee. There's rows of buildings. So here we are outside the Devyatkin metro station. On the right side is Murino, where we're gonna also film, but in this episode we might actually go down and to Devyatkin area. And that's Murino. Apparently, I turned the wrong side, so I was supposed to go first to the St. Petersburgian side of this metro station, Devyatkin, which is the last station in front of me, last station on the red line. And I actually went to the wrong side, so I'm actually going outside St. Petersburg, and this place is our own city. It's called Murino. And it's got tons of people living in, and that's the closest metro station. So in this video we're gonna check out the Murino, a city basically of Leningrad Oblast, walking distance from St. Petersburg. I'll make the proper introduction later, and probably you've seen it already in the beginning of the video. Alright, so few roads leading from Murino into towards the metro station, and there's this huge center. It's huge. And this is sort of not a joke, but it says I love Murino. We're gonna film it closer. This is like a meeting spot. So let's check this out. Right, we are taking the first steps towards Murino, along with the locals.
Сколько? Интересно? Здравствуйте, принесли раков.
Не. Офигеть.
Хорошо.
These are live ones.
Здравствуйте.
Live crabs. What the hell is this? I don't know, this is a place for people people to just take free books if they want on a journey towards Murino or from. If they walk, maybe that's, I don't know, is it just a point for people to give out the books, or to basically give a, I would like the idea if that's like a spot for people, if you go from your home place to this metro station, you read a book, you will leave it over there for the next person to coming from work from St. Petersburg to walk into Murino, to actually just lend it and later on return the favor. Live from Murino, guys. Here's the city line, actually. On the right side, St. Petersburg, and on the left, it's Murino. And they're actually selling those. They are selling those doggies. Free book. 4 months.
Готовые к самостоятельной жизни щенки. Дело
Жалко.
отдаю с паспортом.
She gives out for the passport she wants. Oh man. 2 boys and 2 girls, she says. Give out. Give the doggies. Imagine just coming by, take a dog, leaving the dog's pups, sisters and brothers behind. It's, man, it's a harder world out here, trust me, in Russia. Endless amount of people, and this is gonna get a lot. This is not the peak hour, not the rush hour at all. Here's Boulevard Mendeleev, Boulevard of Mendeleev. So guys, I am now in Murino. Welcome to join my episode where I explore the other city right next to St. Petersburg at Murino. So many people. I feel like I'm a Petersburgian on a tourist trip. Wow, nice looking shop over here. They sell meats and fruits and milk products. Halal, this is halal meats. Pastries, amazing looking pastries, and because there's a lot of people here, you know they are fresh. And of course, products from Finland. Murinossa tuotteita Suomesta. Right, I wonder what's that inside. A lot of probably legal stuff since the borders are closed. I'm not sure. Sometimes they don't want us to film, me to film. But you have a ferry over there. Ferry. Möller Tripla, the omega-3 stuff. A lot of very expensive shampoo, which costs like €2 in Finland at Family Fresh. Here it's €10, almost 9. Amazing. Maybe should I start a business importing Finnish products legally somehow? Legally. here opens the amazing suburban city of Murino. I'm gonna continue in a bit. All right, we are now in Murino. It's a different, separate city, right next to St. Petersburg. I can actually see St. Petersburg from sitting here on the edge of Murino, and on this alley, boulevard actually, Boulevard Mildieva, I think that's the name. And I think there's a further down the road is the statue for him, and the city has it was granted. It used to be a town on the edge of St. Petersburg and became a city in 2016, and was it so? 2019, sorry, and it became a separate city in 2019, just a little ago. So basically, it's a suburban area of St. Petersburg, but technically it's its own separate city. And I film more and more of these interesting locations, expanding my explorations here in St. Petersburg region and Leningrad Oblast. All right, we're gonna go forward and check out how does this place look like. So, enjoying the beautiful autumn weather. It's a beautiful sunny day today. And I think there's on the left hand side. First, let's check out this place. I think we are a bit above the ground. Maybe there's something interesting below, or used to be. The city is expanding hugely, and this for St. Petersburg now it's just there is actually water. There's a canal going down. Let's see, it's going beneath us, connects the other side. Of course, we gotta check that out. So the city is actually, it's not a joke, but there's a lot of, you can hear about Murino spoken in, maybe not in a good manner, but I don't know why. This place looks pretty, this place looks awesome. A bit crowded. In fact, one thing that people don't like about these type of cities, and of course basically also St. Petersburgian neighborhoods, is that they call these muraveiniki. So it's basically a place where ants live. Ant farm? Yes, ant farmery. And that's what people don't usually like about these new buildings, high-rise buildings, etc. But here we can see probably this used to be just a natural place, and they have changed it a bit. So yeah, so you can see it's of course it's totally empty right now. Not of course, I don't know why it's empty. It would be awesome if it's wouldn't be destroyed. The small canal wouldn't be destroyed, but sometimes bad solutions actually destroy the natural beauty of this region. For example, even though I tend to say a lot of good stuff about this awesome city and country, for example, when they start to build a new place, they usually destroy basically everything, because maybe for some constructors, companies, it's easier to just start from scratch. And it's a shame, because you should just, people, I know living in Finland that people would enjoy actually. Enjoy if there would be more natural, there would be a real forest, real park of forest park, and not everything like regulated and built and being unnatural. So we are walking on this boulevard. There's KFC, Вкусная точка, the old McDonald's, Russian McDonald's is there. And buildings everywhere. This is like a pretty cool looking actually, because everything is pretty clean, decent. And I drove past Murino on one trip when I was arriving from Vsevolozhsk, which I also filmed. And from the car window, this place looked well astonishing. There was like robot delivery cars and, unmanned delivery cars, etc. This is pretty advanced place, I might add. There's a shark. What is this shop? I don't know. They sell something, but this looks interesting. Coffee, probably. And here it is, Mendeleev. Ah, now I know. He's the dude behind the chemistry thing, I think. I've seen his portrait next to Технологический институт. Технологическая. So what's up, guys? This is Igor Russia and this is Murino. Welcome, guys. Mendeleev. There's a lot of details in this statue actually. You can see his achievements probably, speaking to, I don't know. He was teaching writing. All right, moving on. Walking on the alley of Mendeleev, enjoying the Murino. Here's the history of Murinsky history. All right, so this is interesting. History of Murino. All right, where can I find? All right, it says that Murino was known for Russia already for 500 years. It started as a Finnish town or village of Murila, and Mikhail Vorontsov he gave out his rights for this area in 1843, and then the people from Murino received the Christian personal freedom 20 years in advance than the rest of them. And the only thing that's left from this graph, I have to Google what's the Grafsky Prut from this Mikhail Vorontsov's mansion or fort, is that Prut that we saw, and here it is actually. Prut is like a small canal, basically even smaller than canal. So basically we were, I wonder where were we? I guess we were here. Yeah, we saw it. Interesting. And that's the dude, Vorontsov. All right, but history continues. There's 10 stories of Murino. I wonder if this church still exists. Yes, it does. That's the So I think actually it's really nice that they are preserving the history. This is much more than many places do. This is a fresh city, so they try to maybe build some kind of a proudness amongst themselves to be a Murinians. Huge buildings everywhere you look because, well, these are expensive. Every meter is expensive the closer you get to St. Petersburg, and this is definitely a good choice to live because you got 20 minutes and you're in the center. Hey, check it out. Here's also aviation of the Baltics going from here. During the military, during the war years. The air aviation used this place as an airport, as a landing strip for operations in the Baltics. All right, heading forward. Interesting, there's like huge towers here and there on different sides. We're gonna walk through this broad, what is this? First of all, what is this? And that's, we're gonna walk this boulevard through and check out the suburbs of this place while I'm gonna be giving you a commentary about the Russian lifestyle. If you're still watching, this is Igor Russia and this is Russia. St. Petersburg, well actually Murino, Leningrad Oblast. Yeah, there was over 50,000, probably over 60,000 people living here. And I think we're gonna check out a little bit on the side here. Shops everywhere, beer, coffee. And what is noticeable is the beige and brown coloring in the first part. Check that out over there, for example. But that's cool looking places actually. I love it. I think there's parking downstairs that's round shaped roof. I think that's underground parking, and that's good because otherwise it would be hell with all the parking restrictions and illegal parking, which is really common in Russia, St. Petersburg and big cities. Market 24. Would imagine that there's people like there's action all throughout the 24 hours because there's so many people living in a small area. But I think that's some kind of a actually connection, internet connection or satellite connection in front of us. This in vitro, something I talked about earlier, that people, if you need to go to a hospital, if they order, ask you to give what is it? You need to take some tests. For medical tests, you go to mostly private companies where you have your tests done. A young father over there I wonder what he thinks about current situation. Interesting looking building, between buildings, Farsharovka. What is it? Ah, that's a gambling place upstairs, or at least, yeah, Stavki. Who likes to gamble? Not me, not at all. Man, I'm amazed. This is a cool looking place. This is not the rush hour at all, and this boulevard is for those who just chillax. I see couples, families walking around with kids. On the other side, over there, people walking more decisively towards metro station or something. Social, drugstore, coffee, subway, pastries, F85. My favorite. I wonder if they have that coffee varim coffee place. So yeah, this is not actually a tourist site. This is just a thing for internet connections. It's not the most beautifully done. I've seen better, but check this out. This is one of the main streets up ahead. It's gonna get wild. So this place continues far to the right, to the left, everywhere you look. Oh wow, it's crazy. And I missed, hold up. Plain buildings and more colorful buildings. Let's cross this main street. A lot of traffic. And over there it's actually it's probably St. Petersburg is over there further. I'm not sure. Check this out. Endless rows of buildings. I'm gonna go into man, love to explore the city. I'm gonna Google a bit where to go